Hey, it's Andrew, and today I'm going to be reviewing the GOYOJO diving system. Now, it is a tankless system that actually floats above water. So I'm going to go ahead and be demonstrating this device in a pool. However, it's good to know that you can use it in springs, in lakes, and rivers, even in the ocean on calm days. This does have a intake tube that's about a foot above water most times here. As you can see, as it's floating around here, that intake tube is plenty high enough above water, so even if you have some mild waves, it should be all right. I've even read some reviews where people were using it to clean boats, of course, in the marinas, as it does allow you to stay underwater for up to 5 hours. So it comes with 2 batteries. The 2 batteries each last a little over 2.5 hours. So again, if you want to stay for a total of underwater for up to 5 hours, you can do so with this dive system, which again is amazing, right? Now, I'm going to share a few other things that I like about this diving system, along with some things that you should know before purchasing, okay? So the very first thing is to know about this dive system is that it's about 12 pounds. This is actually with the battery in it. So it's not too heavy, it's very portable in my opinion, so which is good, especially if you're moving dive spots or if you have to walk a little ways. Plus it's super easy to put together. It comes with everything you need, including a dive mask, a 10 meter or 30-foot long hose that doesn't tangle, a respirator, and a satchel that keeps your respirator attached to you. Now it takes less than 30 seconds to actually blow up the inflatable tube, and you can set the entire dive system on top, strap it in, then drop it in the pool or any water that you're getting into. Now you always want to, of course, make sure that the regulator is attached to you, so you do have the satchel that you want to, of course, wrap around you. There's 2 connecting points on the front and on the side to make sure it's securely fastened, which is very important, especially when you're underwater. If you accidentally lose the respirator or it gets caught on something and rips out of your mouth, you always know that it's very nearby, so you can still continue, especially if you're deep underwater. This system allows you to dive down up to 30 feet. The reason that that's important to know and that it can actually do that is because it has a 240 watt system along with a 8,000 milliamp battery. The reason all those stats are important is because when you're diving that deep, you want to make sure you have a strong enough diving system that's actually going to push the oxygen through the hose all the way down to you. All right, so you know that it can do that with this device. Now, before actually jumping into the water, you want to make sure that the battery is fully charged. Once you turn it on, you'll see that it goes from blue to white. That white means that it's 100% charged. All right, so that the battery is 100% charged. If you see that it stays on blue, it means it's normally between 75%, maybe 80% charged. Okay, so always check that before jumping in. And something else that I really like about it and think that you should know is, again, I mentioned the no tangle hose that it comes with, especially once it's pumping oxygen through it. You can see here where I'm swimming around the pool and having a 30-foot long hose, that's a little bit big, right, for a pool, but you can see that it's not getting tangled up, even with me kind of splashing, diving under, that's floating on top of the water and then easily extends as I'm swimming around. So something you should know before purchasing the GOYOJO diving system is that it's made of very durable products here. So let's open up the inside. Of course, we'll take the battery out so you can see inside, but you can see that everything's water resistant or also metal. So you always want to make sure you flush it out if you're in salt water. However, again, you can see that it's very well maintained and made inside. Obviously, having this lid on there keeps it from getting a lot of water inside. So again, something that I think is very important to know. Plus, it does come with a lot of extra parts, so filters, especially if you are in pond water, lake water, using it in salt water, that you want to make sure you're maintaining those filters throughout, whether if it's in the intake or also in the hose. Does have a carbon filter on there. All right. So if you're looking for a tankless dive system, which I think is amazing because it's very easy to just pick up, you can start diving right away, don't have to refill a tank, don't have to worry about the bulk of a tank, right? And it just floats along with you as you're swimming. So again, I love the feel of that. It feels very freeing to not have a big tank, on you. So again, something that I've really enjoyed and will continue enjoying. So if you're looking for that same type of kind of freedom and for a good tankless diving system, then I can definitely recommend this one for you as well.